Welcome to the second episode of my NoTP Motortown playthrough. Last time we made a bit of money, this time we are going to invest it into our own vehicle over here. First up I primarily need a trailer hitch, which is not that much of a big deal, but I would also like to maybe do a few optical things to the car right here. I mean the whole stripe thing that it has going on to mimic the old starter car is kinda cute, but let's see what the workshop has to offer. So let's just start browsing and seeing if we can find something cool here. This is basically one of the standard colors, so don't really care too much about that. This is maybe a bit much. I would like to have something maybe slightly sporty. This maybe. And I'm only looking for the decals right now. I would not be getting everything here. Just maybe a cool livery. Somebody seems to like the whole front stance setup. Done some of that myself, but I feel like that doesn't really help handling that much. Maybe I'll just make a custom two-tone. Oh, this one here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with this one right here. So let's install. We don't want transmission or anything. I think that would be way too expensive. They might still have the original engine from what I can see, but how does it look if I don't take the paint? Okay, part of stripes is actually decals, so it doesn't always override it. You can make it so that everything orange here would be the base color, but that's sometimes a bit hard to do. So yeah, we are going to take that. Maybe I'll give it another slight repaint. Let's see. Because I kinda would like to have a red car right here. Oh, it actually takes the colors from my other characters, so I can just apply them like that. Yeah. I think I like this one right here. I already have it saved, so that's gonna be easy to put on. I can also just do this for the secondary to keep everything looking nice and fitting. Seats, window. Let's just go for dark tint. Maybe also giving it a bit more brightness so that it has some slight reflection. Not just reflection, but well, if you turn this all the way down, I mean, yeah, it's dark enough that you don't really need it, but I kind of like a bit of milkiness in there. Just a slight bit. And yeah, let's see. We can also just adjust all the decals here. Oh, I haven't actually seen the new menu for a while. I've not been here lately. But yeah, we can now also just move everything down all the way, which is nice. Okay, that should be the base layer. I think they kinda did this in multiple steps, so... Oh, those are mirrored, that's how that works, okay. So I should just go in here and do this. Maybe actually go to the correct color. I've also done it wrong on the side here. From certain angles, to me it looks almost identical, and of course that was the wrong choice. I wanted it to be all the way red. I wish the menu over here would actually show the color of the decal. That might be easier to identify. Because right now I just have to first off find out what's really going on there and then pick the correct one. But that seems to have done it. I wish I could just extend this further down in the back. I might try to do that off screen. But yeah, this is how I want the car to look, apart from the now green roof. That's been a bit of a mistake. Yeah, that looks much better. And honestly, I already forgot half of it. It's once again too warm. I'm completely blaming it on the weather. I would like to see how it looks with white stripes. There might be a bit too much white in there, but I can also quickly change that in a moment. Okay, you know what? Let's save this as it is and then try to further customize it. Now moving stuff around. Okay, something like here. And moving the others in line with that again. We really need like a fine tuning for these things that would make it so much nicer. I mean, can I move it just a bit more forward? Just like that. Then move this one a bit more forward. It doesn't really matter if it's all covered by the windscreen. Just a way to hide a little accidents here. What's... Ah, okay, that's side thing there. Completely forgot about it. Okay, I think this is already helping, but maybe we can do one better. Okay, I think the stripes are a bit too wide for what I have in mind here. Okay, next one. Oh, you know what? Let's just copy this one again and... I mean, no, this is the top one. Okay, it still puts the stuff to the top and that's why I got confused for a moment. Let's just copy this one and put it a bit further up here. I don't know if I'm really getting out of this what I had in mind. This is kind of looking interesting, but not what I wanted it to do. It's just... Jesus. Now I put myself into a situation that I noticed I should have maybe avoided. So maybe something like this might help. Okay, I want to delete those here. Oh, that's not the delete button. I need to actually... Let's see. Get rid of those. Oh, dang it, I wanted to copy them. Yeah, I'm not really doing too well today. It's once again pretty hot in here and I wish I could do the recording with a fan on, but that would not be a good idea. But you know what? Now that we have this whole thing going here, by accident, let's try to make the best out of it. Just a more standard set of stripes. I wonder if I can also just adjust them, make it a bit longer. And now they are off center. Can I use the mirroring tool? I mean, in the end, it's not gonna look anything like the stuff I took it from, but at least it's kind of mine now in a way. I put in the work and taking it from the workshop at least made it so that this whole thing is now pretty much centered. Although at this point I could also just give it a vinyl roof color again and just let's see. Let's do it like this. Maybe I can also just... Okay, doing opposites. Oh no, backside. Alright, that might be going somewhere. Okay, that's red stripes. I don't know if I need them anymore. Okay, I don't need those anymore. Ugh, dang it, I wish we had a separate button for hitting the delete. I'm really just not paying the right amount of attention here, so you know what, let's copy over this thing now and just turn it red again. I know I'm doing this the most stupid way right now. I'm just it's not my day today, I just noticed. Okay, this is the stripe I want. Now let's go back into this one, copy, and move it forward. Just like this. Let's see if it still lines up width-wise. Not quite. Let's try adjust it. Hard to tell, since it's perfectly overlapping. Let's quickly change the color for a moment, just so that I can tell if I'm actually larger or smaller than the other one. This looks pretty much perfect. Alright. And this whole thing is why I usually don't do it on recordings, just so that you know what you're missing out on. Okay, let's... Wait, that's not that one. This one. Copy. And pull forward. A tiny bit too short once again. So let's go back to black. Increase length, or increase overall size. Get rid of additional width again. And that's looking pretty nice there. Back to dark red, and this is already so much more work than I was expecting to put in. I hope to just get the perfect thing on the workshop and roll with that, but honestly, I'm a bit too demanding for that, so yeah. If you want something specific, you kinda need to do it yourself. So now we can go back into paint and put back on the green roof, because that's now, yeah, that's a choice that I'm not willing to make. How does it look with my bronze thing that I had in mind? Yeah, I don't know. Does it even look like bronze to begin with? I want to have something like a metal color, but not just silver grayish. Back to black, I guess. And giving it a bit more color here, so it's not just completely black. And I should also adjust the stripe in the back so that it ends before the roof. But I might... Now, you know what, let's see if it's a quick fix. I'm gonna have to be looking at this the rest of the episode, so I might as well try to adjust it now. It's not exactly... yeah, that's looking very different if I try to do it this way. You know what? Other option. Let's see, where is it? Yeah, no, let's go with this one right here. I don't know if this is going to work, but I'm willing to try. Let's just make it bigger. Nope, that's not straight either, so that's a bit of a problem. Maybe from this direction. That looks pretty much spot on. We really need a better system for this whole thing. Like, trying to just put on a straight line is way too fiddly right now. Okay, that's working out. Let's add a bit more brightness to match the other color. And I think that's pretty much perfect. Could maybe put it a tiny bit further up, but no, not really. Okay, let's keep it at this. I didn't want to make this about decaling, but here we are. Alright, parts. First up, coolant radiator, because, well, I tend to crash these things occasionally, quite often. Intake, I would rather get a bit more power. Engine, we have a 140 horsepower V8. I really wish we had a 6-cylinder option, but you know what, I'm just gonna go... Can I even go here and buy this? Level 5 required, okay, maybe not yet. But yeah, at this point I wouldn't mind going i4 for this one. Maybe get it a bit lower, or at least stiffen up the springs a little bit. It's so weird not having like 15 copies of every single item here. Alright, and also of course dampers. And I'm out of money, I'm an idiot. I should have maybe bought the thing that I actually needed first. Then again, I'm going to be doing a regular job again today, so it's not that much of a problem. But we are $60 short on this whole thing. And we now have a very incomplete suspension setup, so that's going to be great for driving. Okay, let's see what else can we do. We can do a bit of taxi work here. So let's just drive over here and jump in. I don't know if I've ever really used the trophy taxi. I tried making it into a more sporty race car thing once. And yeah, I'm definitely going down to San Ho today. Yeah, that's not happening. If it was the other way around with destination and pickup, then I would definitely go for it. Not really all that many jobs right now, so that's I mean, let's just go for anything. I think we might have better choices here. Yeah, let's take this one. I still had the filters on from my other playthrough. Oh god. This thing is something. Nothing fast, nothing good, but it is something else. I had a topic for today that I actually want to talk about, and I mean, we might just squeeze it in at this point, since I usually go for like 30-minute episodes at this point. And that's the whole thing about the critiques that I give. And yeah, there is a current affair which caused me to pick up that topic for today. I mean, I bring up a lot of points here and there about the game where it could improve and all of that. And most of them I also put into writing on the Discord on feedback posts there. They have the whole forum thing set up for that, and it's really nice. So yeah, I don't really just talk about what the game could be doing better in most cases. I also put that down for the developer to read. There are a few things, however, where I just don't really go through with that. The most recent example was from the last episode. I don't know if there's really anything they could be doing better in this case for how the vehicles are being handled, apart from completely getting rid of the idea of only using in-house models eventually. And I don't think that's going to be happening. I mean, I made that video, I talked about the points there, but in the end, yeah, the whole thing about getting more modelers, at least for a while, I don't think is any realistic, and they can't just increase the amount of things they put out with the same amount of people doing the modeling. So it's just an unfortunate situation, and I don't think putting that as feedback that there aren't enough cars in this game and everything should be working quicker, I don't think they would be doing much. So that's just a sad reality about the whole development cycle and how small the team is. The other thing is I semi-recently made a video talking about how the latest update has been feeling unfinished, and the things that I talked about there to give more concrete examples, those have also been posted on the Discord. I made a post about the garbage truck payout not being great. I made a post on the Discord about the stopping thing for buses and all of that. Also private vehicle setup, saving, sharing, loading, that kind of stuff, which is already on the Trello on its own. But I don't really ever go back and just say, yeah, this update as a whole has been not finished. After all, I made all the individual points on the Discord already, so I have never really considered just making like a complete overview and kind of like a meta commentary on how the entire thing came out. Because in the end, if I just say, yeah, the update didn't feel finished and there should have been more in there, I would need to just repeat myself on the points that I already made beforehand. But just looking at how the last update has gone, maybe I should actually do that and tell the developers that while it was a decent update overall, I mean at least the stuff that has been in there has been good, it didn't feel finished because there are still a few more related items that they should have taken care of before putting this onto main. And from what I've seen, and I mean, it is like 1 or 2 weeks later at this point, there hasn't been another patch for the update. And while I would like, and I really kinda need the whole event thing to come out sooner or later, and preferably sooner. Yeah, it's just, well, it would be nice if they also just took care of the other parts. Maybe just because the thing that we are working on right now is so essential for what I want to do in this game, which is event racing. Maybe finish the event racing stuff and then go back to what came out with 0.77. Just to get that all sorted out. I think that would be one way to handle this. Okay, let's check for another passenger over here. This one is pretty perfect. Don't know if I can satisfy much of comfort or urgency with this taxi. The comfort is gone pretty quickly with how this thing handles, and urgency, we might need a bigger engine for that. Better suspension. Maybe a different car might help.
Thank you very much.
Okay, that was a bad idea. We need to first gear in this car. There are so many where you can just skip right into second gear, because then you save yourself from accelerating a lot first and then needing to shift up and losing a lot of momentum that way. Sometimes getting a bit more continuous acceleration out of it is a bit worth the trade-off with starting in second gear. At least in my opinion. And I'm obviously not a terrible driver if you watch the last 20, 30, 70 episodes? I don't know. I don't know what we are on right now, and maybe I should have taken the dirt road. But yeah, once we bring this guy to wherever he needs to go and bring the taxi back home, we can continue upgrading, and yeah, I definitely need to take care of trailer hitch and the rest of the suspension setup if possible. I just completely blanked on the whole price thing, because that's really something that I haven't dealt with for the longest time now. Like, I have millions on my other character and I just don't need to even bother reading the prices. So suddenly being told, yeah, you're out of money, it's not a new thing, but just something that I didn't have for quite a while here. Which, once again, part of the beginner experience, and I like having to go out and get my vehicle upgrades in different steps and not being able to afford everything just at once. But yeah, I think when it comes to making my own taxi at some point, I might just go for the Elisa. Well, whatever it's called again, the Crown Vic. It's a decent one with 4-star comfort. Can also be tuned up to be handling quite well. I usually prefer the servos. I haven't really done much with the Elisa anytime recently, but I don't want to just use the same car over and over, so just to switch it up a little, I'll be going for this car now, at least once I have the money and everything. After all, it would be a bit boring just having everything exactly the same in the new playthrough as in the old one. Would kinda defeat the purpose a little bit. But yeah, when it comes to the whole update thing, I might just make a post about it. And just tell them that, of course, while linking to other relevant threads and all of that, so that I have more to say than just, yeah, it hasn't been a great update. Just giving them a few pointers on what they should be doing, at least in my opinion. In the end, it's all about opinion. It's just when a lot of people voice the same or a similar point of view, then I think that's where it just solidifies a little bit. Ah, Jesus Christ. And you know what, we might have to do the rest of the upgrading later down the line. I don't know if I even have enough money right now. I mean, yeah, let's just at least pull this back into its place. A bit weird that we cannot despawn it over here, but I guess it's just gonna be standing around here. I think the game might be getting rid of this sooner or later anyways. But yeah, I think for this episode that's going to be the end. I might do some upgrades later down the line, or maybe do a bit more taxi like I did today. But for right now, I really gotta go, and see you guys next time. Thanks for watching, have a good one, and bye bye.